Hi everyone, and thank you so much for joining me for Oiltober week 2. If you don't know, I'm currently doing an oil painting challenge for the month of October called Oiltober. This challenge is inspired by Inktober, but instead of ink, I'm using oils, and I'm giving myself a maximum of 2 hours every day to start and finish an oil painting. Somehow I have managed to stick to this every single day. Some days were much harder than others, but we're here. We're done with week 2. I'm actually right in the middle right now. I've already posted day 15 and 16 to my Instagram, so be sure to follow me on there if you'd like to keep up with how I'm doing with the challenge. So here is week 2.
Day 8, I painted a local beach again. I loved the clouds and the gloomy, darker storm area in the distance against the lighter greenish turquoise water. This was a much older reference from my Patreon, and it's another scene where I live, so I had fun with that one. Day 9, I painted another scene here in Bradenton, which is an image of a road I drive on very frequently. It's more of a gloomier evening scene with stoplights and power lines. Like I said in week 1's video, this town has been rather unremarkable to me for so many years, but the need to create so many paintings for this challenge and the need for new subjects is making me actually want to paint this place and notice things, which I don't think I would have had it not been for this Oiltober challenge. Day 10, I painted much later into the evening. This day was spent doing a lot of packaging and admin stuff, so I really wasn't in a creative painting mindset at all, but at the end of the day, I still made myself paint. I painted the sunflower. It was a flower I grew in my garden, and I painted it with looser brush strokes because I was just so tired and really didn't feel like meticulously detailing anything. Day 11, I painted my coffee. Yet another thing I never thought I would paint, but I need stuff to paint, and I like painting different things for this challenge to keep myself interested, so I thought it would be fun to paint the reflection of the lights under my microwave in the coffee, and also the dark area surrounding the cup is my glass stove. Yeah, these are kind of a little bit like a painting diary, I guess, because so many of them are so personal to me. They're either places I live or like stuff that's in my house or my garden. But yeah, I really enjoyed this painting, and I liked using the colors I would not expect to use for it, like blues and greens, pinks and purples. Day 12, I painted some clouds. The reference for it came from Pixabay. It was a much tighter time limit this day, so I chose something that I could be a bit more free with and not worry about getting perfect proportions. I feel like clouds allow much more room for mistakes and randomness, and they're also fun to paint. Day 13 was another reference from Pixabay, which is a great source for references, by the way, and most of them are royalty free. I love the flowery grassy field and the small strip of sunset way in the distance with some faint mountains. So with this painting, I actually started it on day 13, but it was really late into the evening and I was just so exhausted, so I spent like 30 minutes on it, and then the next morning I ended up finishing it. So this was the only painting of the challenge that I ended up continuing onto the following day, but it still fell into the 2-hour limit. It was really hard to keep up this day and I had so much to do, but I'm still counting it as day 13 because that's when I started it. Day 14, the last day of week 2, I painted a lime in the sunlight. In the limelight. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm gonna go jump off a cliff. I literally took a lime from our fridge, sliced it up, and took it outside into the sunshine. I took some pictures and got to painting. I was really interested in painting the light illuminating the semi-transparent, translucent plant tissue in the lime, and it was really fun. I've never painted a sliced lime before, and I don't think I would have had it not been for this challenge. So I had so much fun with this painting unexpectedly, and that concludes week 2.
So that is Oiltober week 2. I really like arranging them all in a grid and just looking at all the pieces I've done so far and seeing all the paintings. I don't know why, it's really satisfying. to see all these different paintings together. I also want to thank each and every one of you who have been so kind and supportive on Instagram while I've been posting these paintings almost daily. I made a public commitment to make 31 paintings in 31 days, so I can't not do it. I will look like an unreliable person. So I'm doing this for all of us. My brain has not melted yet. I thought it would have by now, but it's still in there, still intact mostly. We'll see what happens at the end of the month. A lot of people were asking me if I'm following a prompt, and I'm not. Oil painting is demanding enough as it is, and Inktober usually has a prompt if I'm not mistaken. I didn't know that. I've never done Inktober before, but a lot of people were messaging me and commenting and asking what the prompt list is and if I can tell them, and I'm like, prompt list? What are you talking about? Yeah, no prompt. I figure this challenge is already demanding enough as it is, and if I had to follow a prompt, I would probably go crazy. And I just want this to be enjoyable and fun and relaxing. And so far, for the most part, it has been. There's definitely been days where I struggled. So no prompt. I'm just doing whatever I feel like it and whatever I'm feeling that day. Sometimes I plan them ahead of time. Sometimes I decide right as I'm at the painting. So yeah, that is Oiltober week 2. Thank you so much for watching. I will post week 3 next week, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, follow me on Instagram if you'd like to see more paintings. Day 15 and 16 are already up. Thank you so much for watching. I'm wishing you all a beautiful and inspiring day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye everyone.